Hello. Let's talk about the Fiancé Farce by Alexandria Bellafleur, a 2023 romance novel. This is the second romance novel I have now read by Alexandra Bellafleur. The first one was also sapphic romance, romance between two women in a contemporary setting. Another one where there is we have to pretend to be married or engaged plot line. Luckily, I didn't quite. I think Written in the Stars. It's kind of nods to Jane Austen, which didn't really help for comparison's sake. And Astrologer, the one of the women in that relationship was an astrologer to kind of businesswoman. This one, it is a bookseller. She doesn't own the bookstore, but a bookseller to a what turns out to be a rich woman. So very similar. At least this one, the Fiancé Farce, did not have making strides toward nods towards Jane Austen, so we could kind of let that go because this is definitely the light souffle kind of warm comfort reading you're looking for in this book. In this book, it's Tansy Adams, who is the bookseller who has a kind of I think it seems like in a lot of these books you have at least one character who's had preferably both characters have a slightly wounded past, and they're going to find love and happiness with each other, that true comfort, that true beautiful love, and a little bit of hot love in there. And her opposite is Gemma West, a sort of semi bad girl Instagram book, not I don't know about Instagram book cover model, specifically romance novel covers, which Tansy, when she's fishing around, is like, oh God, I have to come up with a girlfriend that I am dating so that I can kind of put off my family, and just as for engagements and stuff like that, really doesn't want to get together because her half sister is marrying a complete asshole. I think it's is it Taylor? I can't remember. Van Dalen. So she's putting off who apparently is a part of her wounded past. So she comes up with, oh, this Gemma West character. Except Gemma West comes strolling through, and things ensue from there, where indeed, yes, they have to pretend to get married in kind of a kind of a find an arrangement, a kind of a business thing, which quickly, almost instantly devolves into these two women have super chemistry to each other, super into each other, super find comfort and love in each other. Now, the last book, the Written in the Stars book, I was entertained all the way through. It was nothing deep, nothing light, but it was like, it's fun, and you have characters who are definitely hot for each other. And I mean, this book again, Alexandra Bellfleur is good at writing kind of, these are two women who are enjoying each other, and not in a kind of like, I guess a gross male gazy way, but in a way that's like, oh, okay, this seems like, okay, it's fun, it's hot to read and stuff like that. Unfortunately, with this book, I sort of lost interest in the story as it was before the end. I think it's too long in the novel of everything going swimmingly before there's a disruption. The disruption happens like 75% of the way through, which feels like there wasn't much tension. And then when the disruption happens, we have the inevitable thing of romance of the two get separated apart. And it's one of these things of like, you have to make that kind of that separation organic, and it didn't feel organic. It felt like, oh, one of the characters has to feel so bad about this that they decide, oh, our relationship has to be over for no particular reason, which I mean is one of the other characters. There's so many best friend characters and one not best friend character in here, best friend character points out that, oh, well, why are you not together? It's kind of dumb, isn't it? And it's like, yeah, it's kind of dumb. And we end with like kind of boardroom politics drama, which is like, okay, this isn't particularly why I came to this book. I felt like it should have been far more face to face kind of drama, something clashing, so that by the end I really I didn't care about the book. And it's like, yeah, they got, it's a romance, so you do know what's going to happen, but it wasn't as satisfying as something like Written in the Stars, which I'm not claiming literary greatness for it, but it was like, okay, that kind of performed the function of a romance novel for me. Whereas this one, not so much, not so much. I didn't quite care, and we're kind of quickly shifting off into other characters and how, they're pairing off, which is just like, it's like, not so much, not so much. So yeah, this was a little bit of a disappointment for me. The Fnc Frc by Alexander Bllfr. These are the kind of books that I would be surprised if I ever gave him 3 stars, but this is sort of more of a 2-star book for me. Just like, I didn't care by the end. I didn't care by the end. We needed to keep the heat going, and we didn't. There, what kind of drama they had, it was just like, okay, well, it just feels dumb. And not in a fun dumb. I'm totally open to fun dumb. This just wasn't even the fun dumb. So yeah, that's the Fnc Frc by Alexander Bllfr. More videos later.